Hi everyone, welcome to the BioEdge.
We hear all the time that it's now been established as a fact that birds are dinosaurs. And here at the BioEdge, we've challenged that notion in a different item, a different BioBullet. But in this particular item, we'd like to focus on a different aspect of the same phenomenon. And that aspect is that in all the excitement in recognizing the dinosaurian ancestry of birds, what paleontologists seem to be overlooking is that there's an equally exciting development, and that is that we now know that dinosaurs in their own right, irrespective of avian origins, flew as flapping flyers for many millions of years, right until the end of the dinosaur era, and that those lineages of true flying dinosaurs essentially had nothing to do with birds and did not lead to birds. They were, in their own right, a second group of flying reptiles in addition to the pterosaurs. And because these true flying dinosaurs, these true non-avian flying dinosaurs that had feathers and wing-like surfaces on not only their front limbs but also their hind limbs, which distinguishes them from birds, by the way, these flying dinosaurs deserve a new name, because without a name they'll probably always be sidelined and fail to be recognized. And so we suggest that they be called Plumosaurs. Now, to give you some historical revision here, everybody knows that there are at least three main flying lineages in evolutionary history. One is the birds, one is the bats, flying mammals, true flying mammals, and another is the pterosaurs. Now, nobody thinks that pterosaurs are dinosaurs. So pterosaurs are one group of flying reptiles, but everybody knows about pterosaurs and there's nothing new there. Now, it's been established that theropod dinosaurs early in the dinosaur era did give rise to the first birds, and those birds went on to become, the feathered creatures that survive to this day. And now there's a trend to call birds actually dinosaurs, simply because they are derived from dinosaurs. Now, whether that's true or not, what's been overlooked is that way back at the time when the first birds arose from theropod dinosaurs, there was actually a splitting of the feathered theropod dinosaur evolutionary pathway into two different parallel tracks, both flying, both using flapping flight, both feathered, and both of about the same size, about the size of a crow. And one of those lineages was to become avian, whereas the other, represented by the genus Microraptor, simply remained dinosaurian. It did not evolve into birds. And what's remarkable about these true dinosaurian so-called Plumosaurs is that they resisted the revolutions that occurred in other dinosaurs. The dinosaur era saw all sorts of revolutions in the nature of dinosaurs over the more than 100 million years that dinosaurs existed. And despite all of those revolutions that went through the Jurassic and the Cretaceous, the flying dinosaurs, the Plumosaurs, which are not avians, they actually remained surprisingly constant through all that time, and they continued to fly as dinosaurs for tens of millions of years after tens of millions of years, until they finally went extinct at the end of the Cretaceous, together with all other dinosaurs. Now, what seems to have happened is that this fact that Plumosaurs were a second lineage of true flying dinosaurs in their own right, and the only true dinosaurs that possessed feathers, has been lost in a kind of a determination to establish Archaeopteryx as a missing link. Now, to give you some history here, when Archaeopteryx was first discovered, it was a time in the development of the theory of evolution when evolutionists were really keen to shore up the theory of evolution by actually demonstrating missing links in the fossil record. And so when Archaeopteryx popped up, it was quickly shoehorned into the role of a proto-bird, in other words, a kind of a bridging form between theropod dinosaurs and birds. And what was overlooked and continues to be overlooked about Archaeopteryx is that it cannot be a bird by definition, even an early bird, simply because no bird, and this includes early birds, had long tails, long bony tails. In all birds, past and present, the tail is extremely short in terms of its bony skeleton, and any length that it acquires is a matter of the feathers. Now, because Archaeopteryx has the typical theropod dinosaur long bony tail, albeit with feathers on it, Archaeopteryx is not either a bird or even a missing link to a bird. What Archaeopteryx is a plumosaur. It's a true dinosaur that flew in its own right. Now, once one removes some of the assumptions and allows for some of these historical biases, things may snap into a different focus, and we invite readers and listeners to reevaluate the fossil record in the light of our suggestion that, remarkable as it may be that birds have been derived from dinosaurs, there's something else even more remarkable out there and certainly more overlooked, and that there's a whole group of organisms out there called Plumosaurs, which were feathered, which flew with not only their wings but also their hind limbs to some degree, and which persisted all the way from the Jurassic through the Cretaceous right until the end of the dinosaurs. And with that thought, we leave you here at the BioEdge, and we look forward to our the next item. See you later. Bye.